There are several streets behind me blocked off, including 56 just behind me, and then several NYPD buses lining the street right in front of the entrance to Trump Tower. Now, in terms of where we are right here, there is a crush of people kind of funneling through cattle call style by Trump Tower. A lot of them tourists trying to get a photo, but then a ton of media as well, all on standby for the president to arrive. Eric Adams and also the police commissioner came out just a few hours ago saying essentially that, look, we are prepared for this. We know that Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia, one of Trump's biggest acolytes in Congress, she's going to be here tomorrow. At least that's the plan. He named her directly during his remarks, saying, be on your best behavior. As he was in the air on his way here, his True Social platform basically tweeted out asking for additional donations. And his team said earlier today that he's raised about $7 million since the indictment was announced just last week. So that's rather rapid fundraising. We are at the intersection of Worth and Baxter. Essentially, this could amount to the back entrance to the DA's office. And I'll just take a step out of the way here. This is a police line that's kind of been set up here with fencing. They've been rearranging it repeatedly. We have heard from Trump before he actually went into the courtroom, again posting on his social media channel saying, heading to Lower Manhattan, the courthouse seems so surreal. Wow, they are going to arrest me. Can't believe this is happening in America. And then he did MAGA, which of course means Make America Great Again. You can see the intermingling there of this legal proceeding and how he is going to be shaping this into a campaign message, that this is somehow his grievance of having to go through this trial, about having to face potential conviction down the road, is now a reason to stir up his base and get them to come out to the polls. He has already been on the campaign trail talking about how he is essentially going to be, among other things, vindicating his supporters and being their retribution. This fits into that narrative for him, but we'll see exactly how much that resonates beyond his base.
Do we know if there were others who were trying to take advantage of the hundreds of cameras that are there?
Well, the biggest name that I found and ran into was Congressman George Santos, who, of course, has made headlines for his own legal woes over the last few months, including the various fabrications about his identity, potential dealings and issues when it comes to his own campaign finances. He made an appearance down here. When I shouted, "Why'd you come here, Congressman?" he basically ignored my question, but he has told other people that he's here to support the president.
Why would Congressman Santos come here?
He has the right to come back.
You've got these other major cases that are still working their way through. A lot of them are moving rather rapidly.
Yeah.
You see people being brought in for questioning, Secret Service agents and so forth, when it comes to how he handled documents and those that were found at Mar-a-Lago, whether or not he obstructed the retention of those by the federal government. And then on top of that, the various cases involving his efforts to overturn the 2020 elections. If those keep moving along apace, we could see indictments, if they choose to take that route, over the next few months as well. One has to imagine this language of defund the DOJ, defund the FBI, that harkens back to defund the police, which is something that you saw Republicans railing against across the country for years now, and including here in New York, when a lot of the Republicans that flipped congressional seats outside of New York City, they ran on this anti-crime message. How does this comport with all of that?